Wow. Well, there you go. I think it's much better. Well, thank you, Green. Name Smuggler. I can't believe this. I gotta pretty much restart this entire process here. That's kind of sad. Wow. Anyone, can you hear me now? Wow. But I can't believe I talked for a couple of minutes, without realizing that there's no sound. Wow. Anyway, so go. I pretty much got to restart this. This is embarrassing. I think I got to restart this entire podcast. This is an absolute joke. Um, so here's the thing. Going back to what I was saying. Okay. So where should I start again? Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Much appreciated. So anyway, like I said again, these I wanted to talk about. We're gonna have to start all over. So let's do this again. So I want to talk about the direction of the PC and the consoles, okay, in this generation, and which one is benefiting the most and which one is generating the most sorry, my throat, generating the most revenue. You know what I'm saying? It's apparent to me to this day that console manufacturers are making less money, okay, in comparison to PC gamers who are distributing their games on the PC platform, even though they sell way more copies of their games. Their games on the consoles are selling millions upon millions upon millions. You know what I'm saying? And yet they're generating less revenue of a game that's being sold on PC because even though that's the case, their quantity of that game is being sold less. Why? Because of fees. You know what I'm saying? How is it possible that a game can sell 52 million copies? Let's not 52, I'm exaggerating. Let's say 30 million copies on the console, and then the same game being put on the PC for 10 million, and yet brings in more revenue. Simply put, they don't have to pay all these fees. They don't have to pay all these fees. One of the most popular fees out there is that they don't have to pay publication fees. None of these developers have to put their fees for the PC. They don't need to publish their product or have a product that they have and have another developer publish it for them on the PC. For example, Desgaia being put on PC comes out February 5th, I believe, in 2015 of this year, so 2016. And this game is being developed by Nippon Ishin. It was developed by Nippon Ishin on the PS2 back in 2003, and it's being published by them as well because they don't need to outsource to another, a publisher. They don't need to do that. They can publish it themselves on a service like Steam or GOG or Uplay Origin, wherever they want to put it. Okay, it's easier for Steam because everyone is the requirements to put their games on Steam is very low. Okay, there's barely any restrictions at all. Okay, so they generate the most amount of profit. Okay, they don't need to pay for brick and mortar fees. Why? Because they don't need to put their product actually in electronic stores like Electronic Fries, GameStop. What's another one? Best Buy. What's another one? Circuit City used to be in production, but they went out of business. You get my point that you can put your product and put it on the shelves at your store. So the problem is that it's crazy. I don't understand why any of these console manufacturers are not moving towards PC. Okay, they generate the most amount of profit. I mean, give you a perfect example. Crystal Dynamics, or maybe it was Square Enix, I think made the statement that they sold 8 million copies of Rise of Tomb Raider, and it barely made enough profit. I'm like, what? The problem is that they never said how many of those sales were from consoles and how many were from PC. But no doubt about it, the majority of them were for consoles because it was released for the 360 and the PS3, and also re-released called the Definitive Editions for the PS4 and Xbox One. And a combined sale, it sold like 7 million, I think, and they barely made enough profit. That's according to their standard. Why? Because again, they have to deal with publication fees. They have to deal with brick and mortar fees. Another one is console manufacturing fees. PC gamers don't have to deal with that. They could if they want to. They could make physical copies of their games without DRM if they want to. But guess what? Still, that's going to add into them paying more. And come essentially from a business, you will make more profit if and only if you try to cut as many fees as possible. So you don't have to. So console developers, they have to deal with console manufacturing fees. Okay. And that's that part. They got to put it on a physical media. They got to put it in the case. Got to put in all the goodies you want with it. And of course, that cuts more money out of their budget. Okay, so it sucks. So they get less profit. So the console manufacturers have to sell millions of copies, and this can vary. Like I said again, between developers, between the budgets, between the game itself, how dynamic it is, how it just depends on a lot of factors. You know what I'm saying? versus a PC. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with all these factors when you're dealing with the PC. So calling manufacturers, depending on the studio, a lot of factors is going to be dependent on how you want to get your game out to the market. So, when you kind of, let's take like a practical example, $60 game. Pretty much every game nowadays is $60. Every developer has their right to how much they want to place for a game. But let's say the typical $60 plus tax. That's of a game and it's being put into the market. If you cut all the amount of fees that are going inside this $65 game, guess what? You know how much money is going towards the developers? Roughly about $5 to $7 at best. $5 to $7. They got to pay the publisher. They got to pay the store and brick and mortar. They got to pay the console manufacturer. They got to pay all these fees. A $65 game with the tax. Okay, depending on where you're from, you know what I'm saying? Here in America, about roughly a 9.13 tax where I live in the West. It's going to be $65, and they only get $7 out of that game. And most probably. Maybe you can go a little farther, probably $9 to be as accurate as possible. It sucks. Okay, well, PC, when you cut all those fees out, we're talking about a game that's $60 full price on a PC platform. Those games can make, like $40. $40, they can make a lot of money off those games, and it's crazy. So why are these console, developers not moving towards the PC? It's actually because there are. In fact, this generation and another couple of generations is why a lot of developers and even publishers are moving towards a digital age. They don't want to deal with console manufacturing because it's too expensive, because gaming is becoming too expensive. And you wonder why you probably have microtransactions, seasons passes, day one DLC, little bits of DLC taken out. Let's take this costume out. Let's take this weapon pack out. Let's take this accessory out of the game. They take bit by bit and they charge you for it because guess what? They need to make profit out of the game. And it's a cyanide. While they can make that same game for PC and probably give you an 8-to-1 ratio and make as more money than they possibly can. I mean, we keep hearing stories day in out. Okay, that these console developers. PC developers are making way more money. EA said that their revenue of digital sales surpassed that of physical sales. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have digital sales on a console, which they do, PSN, Xbox Live, they have that, you still have to pay publication fees. You know what I'm saying? Because you're using the console manufacturer's service, using Microsoft's, Xbox Live, and using Sony's PSN. You still got to pay them a fee for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's much less. So, if you really want to, give more money towards developers, you're going to have to go digital. The reason why some of these digital games are sometimes not going down in price on consoles in particular is because they want to maximize that price as much as possible because they're making, way more money than physical. So if they can do that, then, they'll just keep it at the standard price. Until that's the standard idea of market. As long as there's less demand for a product, then you have to lower down the price. If there's more demand, why lower down? I mean, it's the same thing with Sony's PlayStation 4. It's just common sense. If you sell so many consoles, at the $400 price tag, plus tax, which is roughly $440, and people just keep buying it on a daily basis, why do you need to lower the price? It doesn't make sense. If you're going to lower the price, you only should do it in a very small amount of time, probably for like a week, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody is moving towards the PC. It's making more money. Since 2014, PC revenue has surpassed consoles. Okay? This can be bad for a lot of console fans out there. Not the fanboys, but a lot of console fans. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of issues with digital media. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about it. There's some corruption. Digital media is much easier to copy than physical. Okay? You got to deal with the issue of what happens if a service stops providing the support you need for a particular game. For example, EA's NBA 2K14, I believe, or 2K14. EA cut their service off after 2K15 came out because guess what? If people keep paying for top-notch digital sales for a top-notch, game industry, a game, what's the word I'm looking for? Genre that people love so much, NBA 2K, NHL, FIFA. These people love these games. So if they can keep on making money off these digital sales, then they don't need to keep the support on for long for these games. They can just release a new installment. You guys will pay the same amount. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't buy sports games every single year because it's the same thing. Okay. So, everybody wants everybody wants to go digital. I mean, from a business standpoint, logically speaking, what Microsoft tried to do was actually ingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say, actually, it was genius. Well, but of course, common sense. But the problem is that they literally lied to the fans on how they were going to do the store stuff. So because of that, they lost faith in the consumers. So, you know what I'm saying? So, it's also, of course, depending on the individual. But like I said again, PC gaming makes more money than console gaming. And that's why PC install bases are increasing. I think in 2014, there was roughly 125 million Steam active users, not just people who have one game on their account and they don't bid on there for like 3-4 years. No, they were active. They were playing Dota 2. They were playing Counter-Strike Go. They were playing Sea of Skylines. They were playing Resident Evil. Whatever it is, they were being active. So because of that, they keep on continuing with the service. So it is what it is. I'm saying I'm all over the place. There's so many subjects to talk about. But one also aspect I want to talk about in terms of sales and revenue is basically video game costs. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about budgets and everything and lay it down on why this is why it's so important as to why these developers make a decision to bring a game to a console, bring it to a PC. It's very important. So when you're dealing with costs and budgets, you have 3 categories. You know what I'm saying? You have production and development costs. You have marketing, promotions, and of course, you also have manufacturing, distribution. Now, when you're dealing with production and development costs, you got to deal with licensing. You got to deal with voice acting. Who you're going to get? You know what I'm saying? Who are the top-notch voice actors? Jennifer Hale of BioWare. She's been on so many games, not even funny. Who else out there? I can't even think of any other voice actors. Mass Effect. You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect example. You got to pay for. You got to have developer salaries. Developers are no doubt making over the poverty line, so they're making 5 or 6 figures. And of course, you got to deal with music and sometimes orchestra. A lot of games have orchestra. Bloodborne had orchestra, so they had to pay a good amount of money for that. You know what I'm saying? Some music is electronic. Made on a sound design system. So it depends. And also, that's pretty much it in terms of production and development costs. Now, when you're dealing with marketing and promotions, you also have to deal with online advertisements. Okay, like for example, you're all over the internet. Google, you're seeing XCOM 2 pre-order a Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC, pre-order Uncharted 4. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing all over the internet, on wikis, on IGN, on GameStop, GameSpot. You know what I'm saying? You see those. Then on top of that, there's events and there's launch parties. Like for the consoles, PS4 and Xbox One and Wii U, there were launch parties. People waited in line to get their consoles. There's launch parties. There was a launch party for the Xbox Elite. There were launch parties for certain games. Halo 5, there was a launch party. Master Chief with his suit, walking in the bar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's having fun, cheering up, playing some dubstep music, eating pizza, whatever the heck they were doing. There's a launch party. That's how you get. That's a promotion. Okay. Then you deal with printing advertisements like magazines, which are not so common because now we're living in the digital age. So most people get their video game info from the internet, from VG Charts or VG 24/7 or DualShockers or IGN and all these other websites. Okay. And then, but nevertheless, there's still people like GamePro who release their magazines. I think they're still in production. PlayStation, I believe, has their own magazine, but people, unless you really don't have internet, that's the only source, that would be a reasonable assessment. So, and then of course, television advertisements. You know what I'm saying? Advertise your products on television, something that Nintendo doesn't do, which is why most people don't know about their Wii U. People think it's still a peripheral. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Afterlife Battlefront? What's up, Coca-Cola and the Grenade Smuggler? So, you're dealing with all this sort of stuff. And of course, you also have manufacturing and distribution. So when it comes to manufacturing distribution, you have online distribution, the most common one. We have Steam, we have GOG, we have Uplay, we have Origin. You know what I'm saying? There's CDKey websites like CDKeys.com, CDKeys House, G2A, these websites. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can distribute your game. It's very cheap. There's, like I said again, you barely have to pay anything for online distribution. Okay, you also have optical disc productions. Okay, so PS4, Xbox One, Wii U deal with that, and sometimes PC gaming, but it's almost useless because we go towards the digital age. 9% of digital sales are digital. You know what I'm saying? They're not. The other 10% are physical. You know what I'm saying? For those who like to collect their games. Okay, but it's fairly cheap to make digital optimized media, so that's there. And of course, there's also arcade machines, which is very common in Japan. And I guess it's also common here in America, but it depends on where you are in the United States. Okay, but we also have arcade machines that are very expensive. In Japan, they have Tekken 7. They have this Final Fantasy Dissidia, looks beautiful, and no doubt sooner or later they're going to port those games to the console. Okay, they're going to port it to the PS4. They're going to port it to also Dissidia is also going to the PS4 because Xbox gamers don't play JRPGs. No, that's the case right there. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Tekken 7 going to Xbox One makes sense. It's fighting games. They love fighting games. Can't dispute that. So you have that, and also, which is pretty much obsolete nowadays, is console cartridge productions. So you don't have to. Nobody's making cartridges anymore. That's it. Nintendo was the last one to do that, so they're done. Okay. So is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the gist of video game cost. So when you take all this into consideration, when it comes to a business sense, it makes sense to nickel and dime the customers, and I'm not going to defend that. From a business standpoint, they have to. Here's what you're going to have to do. Either you're going to have to raise the price of a $60 game and say, hey, look, gaming is becoming too expensive, which it apparently is. Witcher 3, I mean, these games, Halo 5, Uncharted 4, Last of Us, these games are so big in budget. Grand Theft Auto, these games are ridiculous in budget. So they have to, some of these games we know is going to sell like hotcakes. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to maximize your product, either you're going to have to nickel and dime your customers with seasons passes, day one DLC, microtransactions, or you're going to have to raise the price of the game to like $100. $100. You know what I'm saying? Back then we had expensive games. You know what I'm saying? I remember getting a box copy of Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo for $80. I think it was at Toys R Us back when I was a little kid, man. Years ago. You know what I'm saying? Years ago. A box cover for $80. It was expensive. You know what I'm saying? But they had to make profit, and it was so expensive, especially made on a cartridge. It was so expensive. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see here. Yeah. The advertisement Splatoon. Yeah, you a kid, you a squid. That's so silly. But nevertheless, there was advertisement for that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but the point is that making games today is so expensive. It is ridiculously expensive. But like I said again, to summarize, it depends on the budget. It depends on the developer. It depends on who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? It truly depends on the game they're making, the dynamics, how much graphical fidelity has been put into the game, how complex it is. There's a lot of factors to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a perfect example. I talked a lot about Grand Theft Auto. These games need to sell millions. Tomb Raider needs to sell millions of copies. Let's take a developer like Nippon Ishin. Okay, Nippon Ishin is known for the Disgaea franchise. Now, Nippon Ishin made a statement in regards to their financial report. They said that they only need to sell on console. I don't know about Disgaea 5. But for Disgaea 1 and 4, they said that for their games, they need to sell 300,000 to 650,000 copies for their game, and they made their money. Okay, they break even. Sorry, that's the term. They break even, and afterwards they started making money. That's why they keep making more Disgaea games. They keep making it for the PSP, the DS, the PC. Why? Because again, they break even. And this is why you've been seeing an influx of games being put on the PC. Why? Because they want to make more profit. They see that the PC is generating more profit. You know what I'm saying? For those who missed this, when you break a game into pieces in terms of development, a PC game is going to make more profit than a console game. Again, a game that's sold on Steam for $30 versus a game that's sold for $60 on the console is going to make more profit on the PC. If you buy that game directly from Steam, for example, let's say you buy Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Buying Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen for $30 on Steam will make more profit, undoubtedly. I cannot officially confirm this because I don't have their financials report in front of me. Okay, they haven't reported. But no, undoubtedly, it will make more profit on PC than it will on console when it was released for $60. Or that was a Game of the Year edition, so it was $40 on console. I think $50, but the first installment was $60, of course. So that game is going to make more profit. Again, you don't have to do a publication fee. You can publish your own games. You don't need to go to EA or Ubisoft to publish your games. You don't have to pay for brick and mortar shops to put your games on the shelves. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. It's digital game. You don't need to deal with console manufacturing. You don't need to deal with all these fees. These go to your pocket. And guess what? As a result, this benefits everybody. Everybody's benefit for this. This benefits you, the consumer, me. We're happy because the games are cheap. This benefits the developers. They're getting more money out of their pocket, and this is benefiting the publishers even when they have their games on published on PC. Okay. Nippon Ichiban is developing and publishing their games on PC. Capcom's Dark Arisen, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. Okay, they develop and publish a game. This is smart consumers, and this benefits everybody for the long run. So the solution is move to PC. If you want to continue to keep looking for consoles, good, but put your game on PC and give the PC gamers what they want, and you're gonna make more money overall. Everybody's benefited. And the best part about that is that when it comes to PC gaming in terms of sales and revenue, the PC sales are infinite. As long as the service is still up, Steam, we don't know how long Steam is going to be here. Valve, we don't know how long the service is going to be here. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? It could be here till 2050. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Steam started, I think, in 2004 when Counter-Strike Source came out. But it's still going on. You know what I'm saying? These services are still going on. EA, like I said again, they're benefiting with the revenue. Their sales for terms of PC have been better than that of the console. And not only that, the digital sales make more money. And then Ubisoft said that the PC versions of their games, every last one from the Assassin's Creed franchise, has been Assassin's Creed Revelations, Unity, what's the latest one that came out? Syndicate, Rayman Legends, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, Splinter Cell Blacklist. These games have sold way more money on PC than the Xbox One. They said that. They said these games make more profit than the Xbox One. I don't know if they sold more than the PS4, but they weigh more money than the Xbox One. And, of course, the Wii U, because the Wii U owners don't buy third-party support. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about those who are owners of these games, but they simply just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to they don't want to buy even optimized third-party games. Like Splinter Cell, like what's a good one? I think Zombie U, that game sold pretty well. But the point is, nevertheless, folks, is that PC gaming in terms of overall revenue generates more money than that of the consoles. It's an irrefutable, disputable fact. Do your research. It's not up for negotiations. If everybody wants to make the most amount of money for their product, they better move to PC. Okay? They better move to PC. You know what I'm saying? But of course, that does not mean that PC gaming in this category is without dispute. You know what I'm saying? For example, the support for some of these games, we don't know how long they're going to be here. Again, you know what I'm saying? We don't know how long Steam is going to be here, how long GOG is going to be here. GOG is a source for DRM-free games. You know what I'm saying? Ubisoft, how long they're going to be here. How long will their support of their games will continue? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? The point is that if you want to make the most amount of money, you have to go digital. And nowadays, console manufacturing, it's just too expensive. It's just too expensive. I mean, Destiny, $500 million budget. $500 million budget for Destiny. I don't know if they got all their money back, but God, I mean, is that more than Grand Theft Auto? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to imagine. That's ridiculous. And it's just going to increase even more in the future. I mean, these consoles are just pretty much PCs anyway, in a sense. They're just using a PC architecture. It's crazy. So, it's hard for me to imagine how, these developers coming out and saying, we need to make our games a PC. That's what we've been seeing games we have not even imagined coming to PC. We've been seeing Danganronpa. Shout out to Coca-Cola Sparks. I'm going to try Danganronpa. I'm going to try the first one. The first one's already available for pre-order. I'm going to try it out, okay? I'm going to try it out. And then they already confirmed Danganronpa 2. And Danganronpa 3 comes out this year for the Vita and the PC. No, not PC. It could come to PC, but also the PS4, okay? $500 million loan to like Battlefront. But so going back to that, so we've been seeing games like Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Valkyrie Chronicles, Dead or Alive on PC. Who would have thought Dead or Alive would be coming to PC? Dragon Quest Heroes, Final Fantasy. You've been seeing Final Fantasy come in droves. Final Fantasy 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, 8, 9 came. 7 and 8 came before that, and then 9. That wasn't impossible. Please, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. That's all. That's all I pretty much got to say in regards to that. It's just so many games that we never thought would ever come to the PC, and it's just been seen that why because these developers need to cooperate. I mean, I remember when a YouTuber by the name of Blackbuster Critic he made a video I think in 2014 or 2013. The developers of Alan Wake, Remedy Studios, they make great games. Okay, Max Payne, I love their games. Okay, they had came out with a statement. They said that in 2 days, in 48 hours, which is 2 days, they recouped all their money, okay, in 2 days after being put on Steam. Development costs, budget, all that stuff, they recouped all of it. The game sold so well on PC in 2 days that, and it was a top seller on the Steam charts at that time. I think 2013, 2012. I can't remember what year Alan Wake came on the PC. And not only that, it made more money than the console version of Alan Wake, which was on the 360 for 2 years as an exclusive. Came on PC, got all their money back in 2 days. These developers, why do they keep making these Xbox One exclusives? For example, Quantum Break, why is it Xbox One exclusive? You know what I'm saying? Remedy, Microsoft, I don't believe owns Remedy Studios, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But the point is that these developers make all their money back in an amount of time. And even if they don't make it back immediately, in the long run, they're going to make their money back because these games are infinitely on Steam. We still got, people are still playing Half-Life 1. Valve is still making money off Half-Life 1, the first game that came out in 1998. Red Faction was at I think it came out in 1999, 2000. Square Enix making money off, I don't know the Square Enix stuff, the first Deus Ex. Well, I guess now they have the franchise. I mean, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just mind-boggling. Excuse me. And it's just going to keep on increasing. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to keep bringing their games to the PC. It's just a matter of time before we see anything. So it's like it goes back to the point. What is the point of owning a console? People wonder, why don't I have my PS4 anymore? Because I don't have a PS4 anymore because these developers keep putting their games on the PC. And they see the benefit of that. And I'm like, oh, shoot, then what's the point of my PS4? Yeah, I platinum God of War 3 God of War 3 Remastered. I platinum Bloodborne. I platinum a couple of my PS4 games. But even though the PS4 does have a huge quality, a huge list of AAA games and quality games, guess what? These games, the other ones are third party games. They can come to PC anytime. It's only a matter of time before we start seeing Kingdom Hearts on the PC. I would love to see Kingdom Hearts on the PC. It can be emulated on the PC. 1, 2, and so forth on the PC. It can be emulated on the PC, but why not? Why not bring your games to the PC? What's stopping you? You know what I'm saying? What is stopping you from bringing games to the PC besides being owned by a top-notch company like Sony owns? What's the company that made Last of Us on Crash Bandicoot? What's the company that made The Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted? Oh my God, I can't believe I don't know this. You know, if you don't know, put it in the comment section. My mind is all over the place. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree, Coco. As far as all I played was Bloodborne on it. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, nevertheless, is that what is stopping these developers from bringing their games to the PC besides a parent company owning another company? That's it. What is stopping you from owning or from putting your game on there? There's no reason. I mean, Japanese. We've been seeing a huge, massive, influx of Japanese games being put on PC. A huge influx of Japanese games, like no tomorrow. Thank you, Afterlife Battlefront, Naughty Dog, yeah. So, we've been seeing a huge influx of games being put on the PC. So what's stopping people, again, what is stopping you from doing it? It's just laziness. And that's why we've been seeing these lazy ports. That's why we've been seeing Batman Arkham Knight, a broken mess that got every PC gamer upset day one. When it was confirmed PC. Broken, the game came out on June 23rd or something like that. And it was broken, and we had to wait pretty much 5 months for the game to be fixed. And they're still patching it. The game runs flawlessly for me. 180p, 60 frames per second, flawlessly for me. Beautiful. But I had to wait 5 months for that game to be patched. Yes, there were other tournament games for me to play, but I had to wait that long. I mean, it's everybody, like I said again, is benefiting. Everybody's benefiting from this, okay? Oh my goodness. But everybody is benefiting from this. And this is great for consumer, from the developer, from the publishers. And if there's any publishers, everybody learn from this. And of course, this is benefiting the service that you're putting your games on. Also, developers can also put their games electronically on Microsoft, but they got to go through Microsoft to do that. They can just put it on the OS or Steam OS. Street Fighter 5 is coming to Steam OS. That's good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Linux. You know, it depends. But you got to pay the ownership of that product to them, and then you can just put your games. You know what I'm saying? Witcher 3, a perfect example of this, is a DRM-free game. You don't need. You can get a physical copy of that game, and I really wish PC communities will start doing this. PC now, for The Witcher 3 by CD Key Projects, they have a box copy of the game with a comic book, and you can take that brand new spanking copy you got from Amazon, eBay, whatever, pull it out, put the disc in, install it, and directly play off the PC. I really wish we can go back to that days of playing it on the PC. I really wish we could. You know what I'm saying? But it seems not to be the case anymore. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? And one more thing I want to talk about, this huge debacle. I cannot stand that got everybody upset, all the PC gamers upset, and that was, and I made a video about this before, man, just to recap, that was Mortal Kombat X being a support of Mortal Kombat X is completely shut off for the PC gamers. We're not getting Combat DLC pack number 2, and we're not getting this net code. And everybody is spamming NetherRealm Studios Twitter. Everybody's spamming WB Games Twitter. The game was outsourced by a third-party developer, which was High Voltage, which they created on PC, Mortal Kombat 9 and Injustice. Both games were flawless in terms of performance, in terms of single player, local player, story mode, practice mode, everything was perfect. But the online multiplayer is broken. Injustice got better after several months of patching, but it's still not top notch. Mortal Kombat 9 is a bloody shame. And the game also was broken even for PS4 and Xbox One users. The netcode was a joke. And that's why they're doing this netcode update. The game was as a joke, and everybody's going crazy. The Steam forum's going crazy. They're upset. They're mad. They want a refund. Me as a consumer now, I'm boycotting WB Games. I'm not buying them or their products. It's not going to happen. Okay, unless I know it's made by them. For example, Mad Max was made by the original developers, Avalanche Studios. What's another game? They made Shadow of Mordor was made by Monolith. Okay, they were made by those who know about PC gaming. You understand that? They knew about that. So as a result, guess what? Those are top notch, ports, or ports. I don't know if they're all top notch on PC, but the point is they were top notch. Okay, but Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice, and Mortal Kombat 10 were not. Those were outsourced. Batman Arkham Knight was outsourced to Iron Galaxy, and they make Killer Instinct. What is the developers of Killer Instinct doing making Mortal Kombat 10 on the PC? Are you serious? And this is the biggest mistake. That's why we all got a refund for Batman Arkham Knight. That's why and on top of it, as a result, WB gave us not only, they're still patching it, and it's perfect now, but they're giving us all this content. They're giving us free games and all this sort of stuff. This is what you do as a consumer. You vote with this Australian wallet. you vote with your wallet. Okay? You vote with your wallet. It's so sad that these developers think they can get away with this garbage. But see, the thing is that these developers think they can take advantage of the PC gamers. That they can take advantage of it just because they can make the most amount of money. Like I said, prove with these facts that this is the case of the industry releasing broken games, that they can get away with this nonsense. But as long as consumers, we put our foot down and say we're not buying your games, that's what it is. What it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I think we'll make an addendum to what I just said about boycotting all of WB Games. I'm just boycotting the ones that are just made by developers that got no business making these games. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure the game comes out and not pre-ordered. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pre-order Mortal Kombat 10 actually at all. I bought Mortal Kombat 10 in December of last month. I bought Mortal Kombat 10 for $7, the premium edition with all the DLC. You know what I'm saying? And they announced this new version is going to have all the DLC with it too. This new Game of the Year edition. You know what I'm saying? But You know what I'm saying? It's just plain stupidity at its finest. You know what I'm saying? It's just plain stupid. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me read some of these comments. I don't bother with MKX online play, only local play. That's true. When it comes to mostly fighting games, if you want you wanted to play the best top-notch fighting game. I mean, you want to have the best fair fights in terms of fighting games. You got to play locally, not online. Definitely not when it comes to tournaments. You got to play locally. Never liked their games really. If you have with PC gamers, it's the same as committing suicide. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We PC gamers don't tolerate this garbage on a daily basis. So I don't know why they keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? You just have to judge the developer on an individual basis. For example, let me give you an example. Nippon Ishin, who makes the Disgaea franchise, that is going to be a top-notch PC port of an old game, 2003. That's how you do a PC port. You update it, you throw in 180p, 60 frames per second. I don't know if it's going to be 4K. That would be awesome. A 2003 game. But you're going to have all these options, all these controls. There's going to be a mouse and keyboard. There's going to be all these options to choose from. You know what I'm saying? It's configured properly and built from the ground up like as if it was a new game on the PC. That's how you do it, and that's why I'm supporting it. Okay? That's how you do ports. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Quest Heroes is another one. That's how you do a good port. Let me take a bite of this donut. Sorry. That's how you do it. That's how you make great ports on the PC. If everybody just make great ports on PC, there will be no problem. Simple. It's just that, I mean, seriously, it's just, there's no reason why we should have these broken games on the PC. Okay? So as a result, this is the direction of the industry. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Overall, we're getting broken games. We're getting seasons passes, day one DLC, microtransactions. I mean, there's just schemes out the gate. It's a smart business decision. Okay? It's a smart business decision. No, Afterlife, I'm not from Australia. I have huge friends in Australia. That's why I have the Australian wallet. But you know what I'm saying? This is the industry that you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to their games, you know what I'm saying? They just don't want to make top-notch games anymore. So, let me read another comment. Did NIS mention if they were going to redraw sprites for Disgaea 1 on PC? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to redraw the sprites for the PC. No, I don't think so. I have to check on that, but I don't think they said they're going to redraw it. But it'll be cool if they do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. But the point is, folks, just going on. You know, when it comes to the industry, you know, you have to make smart decisions. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to keep making your games for the consoles, you might as well put it on the PC. You'd be a fool not to put it on PC. The problem with these developers is that they're pretty much making the PC useless. I mean, sorry, not PC useless. They're making their console useless because they're taking all their games to the PC, just like Microsoft is doing. I mean, you guys been seeing what Microsoft's been doing with the Xbox One. I mean, for us PC gamers, this is great news. But for the console gamers, some of them don't care because they don't play on PCs competitively, and some of them probably do care. They're saying, "Hey, look, you know, all these games coming to PC is almost pretty much making my Xbox One useless." If I'm a person who games both on PC and Xbox One, what's the point of owning my Xbox One anymore? I mean, we've been seeing games like Recore got confirmed going to PC. You know. We've been seeing what's some other games that become PC. Killer Instinct, okay, coming to PC. I'm a big fan of Killer Instinct. I'm a Killer Instinct fanboy. I love Killer Instinct, my favorite fighting game franchise of all time. Gears of War Ultimate Edition coming to PC. Okay, what else is there? They said what else did they say that was coming to PC? There's way more games. Below, Cuphead, these indie games, Gigantic, Fable Legends. Not Scalebound, not Forza, not Halo. Halo, Spartan Soul, and Spartan Strike. Those RTS games, kind of like Halo Wars 2, are you know, been on PC for a while, since last year. Halo Wars 2, I'm going to buy that. I love Halo Wars on the 360, but now I'm going to get the sequel for the PC. I will be buying it. I love RTS games. I think that there's more games out there, but I just can't think of it on the top of my head. But Microsoft is pretty much making their Xbox One useless. They're moving towards the PC age now. Now, if I were Microsoft, I would say no more Xbox consoles. That's it. We're out of console business. We're going straight to PC. If I were them, I would do that. I would do that. I'm sorry. The Xbox division has barely made any money. They've been losing money. They have not made one single profit for years. They've been losing money. Okay, only probably during the original Xbox era they made money. After that, they've been losing money because they've been doing day one DLC. They've been doing let's purchase this DLC first before the PlayStation fans or the PC gamers can get on it. What's another thing that Microsoft is commonly doing? Let's make time exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Let's do all this sort of stuff. Let's take all these games and just pretty much rip it a new one. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Rise of Tomb Raider, yeah, it's sold $1 million, but why? Why would you make it a time exclusive? Why not just release it all the same time? You know what I'm saying? You lose. You know why? Because I bet you Microsoft paid you a lot of money. Paid you a lot of money to make a time exclusive. That's why Microsoft is milk dry. Microsoft can't afford to keep doing this. That's why they're moving to the PC. They know they're going to make money off the PC. And they were doing it when Games was live, but of course, PC gamers boycotted because we hated that service. But Microsoft is just losing exclusives left and right. Sooner or later, you're going to be seeing Halo Master Chief Collection go on PC. What's the chances of Forza coming on PC? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Forza anymore. I've been burning on Forza when I had 360 and an original Xbox, the original Forza. But the point is that Microsoft is just losing content. What's the point of making all these exclusives? And then Scalebound got delayed. So, I mean, that means that Microsoft for the Xbox One for this year's only got what? There's no Halos, not Fable Legends. I heard that the Forza Horizon 3 got confirmed, or should I say, is a rumor. What else do you have? Microsoft, you got Killer Instinct Season 3. That's coming to PC. It's going to be the Game of Year edition with all the content. I mean, what else do you have? You have nothing. The Xbox One is becoming obsolete. Just move to the PC. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation, Nintendo, and PlayStation never moving to PC. Never moving. I don't know about Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And Nintendo has been disappointing to me this entire generation. Sold my Wii U as a thing. I couldn't stand the console. I sold it in 2014, 15. I can't remember when I sold that thing. I didn't want it in my house anymore. I was done with Nintendo, the drought, the support, everything. That's a whole another video for another time. The point is that Nintendo is never going to hit the PC market ever. Well, I won't say ever. Anything is possible. But Nintendo's games can be emulated. That's at least the pro thing about Nintendo. Every console from Nintendo has been emulated. Every single one. Even a Wii U emulator is in the works. People have already seen the prototype of Mario Kart 8 on the PC via emulator. They've already seen it. So Nintendo, all their platforms have been emulated on PC perfectly. NES, Super Nintendo, N64, Project 64, GameCube on Dolphin. Not 100%, but most of them. Wii, you know what I'm saying? They're running flawlessly and even better. So, it's beneficial to everybody to move towards the PC and the digital age. It's beneficial to everybody. You know what I'm saying? See here. Super Smash Bros. Brawl was the last Nintendo game I bought. Oh, the last Nintendo game I bought was Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. So that came out for 2014, right? Yeah, 2014. Yeah, I can't remember. No, I think it was 2015, but it got delayed. I don't remember. The point is, I bought the game, and Nintendo, it's done. That was a great game, by the way. I beat it. I loved it, but I was done with Nintendo. I was done. Nintendo's NX is the last console. I go watch my video I made called Addendum: Why Nintendo's NX and Last Chance of Me Purchasing Their Console. Go watch that video. It's just watch it. It should be in the description. But I've been doing Mass Effect 2 trilogy right now, so I've been playing Mass Effect 2 and uploading a huge walkthrough of that. But Nintendo going to PC, anything's possible. Sony, probably never. They're going to continue to keep on spanking Nintendo's ass, I'm telling you. My Sony's going to keep on doing it. So, wow, you know what I'm saying? Is what it is. The point is, overall, that's the direction of the gaming industry, and of course, console versus PC, which is more beneficial, which is better for everybody to benefit. You know what I'm saying? That's when it comes to a market, you want everybody to benefit. The publishers are happy, developers are happy, gamers are happy. We want that. We want everybody to be happy. That's what it is. So where you're going to pretty much get that, you're going to get that on the PC because everybody's getting their their money. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to pretty much talk about that. Poco Spark said, my problem with Nintendo is too much Mario and too much Zelda, barely using other IPs. That's absolutely true. We have been seeing no Animal Crossing for the Wii U, no third Metroid, no F-Zero, no Ice Climbers. I know that sounds crazy of Ice Climbers, but you know what I'm saying? We had a port of Ice Climbers in the Game Boy Advance. I don't know what year that was, 2000, 2001. I don't know when was that. But there was a port of Ice Climbers, but no sequel to Ice Climbers. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be no top-notch AAA exclusive. You know what I'm saying? You just make it like a $30 game retail. You know what I'm saying? What else they have? Punch-Out. Punch-Out was on the Wii. So we had that. But never, you know, Nintendo is a company that doesn't use their IPs every single generation. You're not going to see Metroid every single generation. So it is what it is. But it's been too long for a new Metroid. It's been way overdue. They don't utilize all their IPs. Nintendo NX, I'm just going to say this, even though this has nothing to do with what I just said in this podcast. Nintendo NX is Nintendo's last chance. I'm not joking. Like I said, go watch that video if you haven't. But if Nintendo doesn't get their act together with the NX, I'm not messing with Nintendo no more. Like I said before, all I'm doing is PC gaming, and I'm playing the Vita for JRPGs. Yeah, that's it. Don't care about Nintendo anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, all the top-notch exclusives and games are on the 3DS. The 3DS destroys the Wii U. I'm not joking. Destroys it. Okay? You want to love it. You want to love Nintendo's games, get a 3DS. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a hardcore Nintendo fanboy, like Obi-Wan plays and some of these people out there, hey, it is when you can't stop. Hey, you can't let you stop their love for games. But me, I'm done. Nintendo's NX, last chance. I'm telling you, last chance. Okay? But let's see. Let's summarize it up. Nearly all of the Wii U titles that have sold over 1 million are Mario related. That is true. They are. Splatoon sold over 1 million. I think it sold it's almost close to selling 4 million. But the reason why these games are selling over 1 million is because Nintendo got no games on the system. You know what I'm saying? They got nothing to play. So you wonder why they're selling 1 million. Oh, you know, I mean, some of these people like on the YouTube, like Zobi70, saying, "Oh, Nintendo gamers support their games." Of course, because Nintendo got barely any games to play with. You know what I'm saying? Me as a PC gamer, I can't buy every game on Steam and GOG. You know what I'm saying? Like on like Christmas, I bought Deus Ex Director's Cut. I bought Defending Original Sin. I bought, what else did I buy? Rocket League. And that's it. Okay. I think one more game is somewhere around here. I don't remember. But I think that's it. I think there might be one more game. The point is, I don't have the money to be buying every game. You know what I'm saying? You can only buy what you want. Some of these people think that you gotta support every single game that comes out. You can't. There's no way you can do it financially. Unless you're some rich man making 6 figures, you can buy whatever you want to buy. I'm not buying everything day one. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. These developers make a lot of money on PC, like I said in this video, comparing the revenue costs between the console and the PC. So I don't need to worry about it. Danganronpa, bitch. I just can't wait to hear that Spike, what's the company? Spike Chunsoft or something like that. I think that's what they're called, who make Danganronpa. I bet you they'll come out and say Danganronpa sold on the PC. We're bringing all our games to the PC. I mean, it's just foolish. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I'm reading more comments here. Well, I guess we'll go on for about another good 5 to 10 minutes. You got any questions, ask. I don't care what it is. I'll get the NX to put in my show. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, it depends. You have to like Battlefront. You haven't watched my video, you should go watch it. Addendum to why Nintendo's NX and is the last console Nintendo's. I forgot the title. Just go watch it. Addendum Nintendo's NX last chance to impress me. Those are I have 5 reasons for that video. I wasted my money on my GPU, so did not get any new games for Christmas. That's true. No problem. Some of these games are developed with these new GPUs, like a GTX 980 Ti. I think 970s. These games like Rise of Tomb Raider, The Witcher 3, and Batman Arkham Knight. These were bundled with these GPUs, so I'm not worried about it. It's too many games, you know what I'm saying, and they're expensive. The 980 Ti is like $400. You know what I'm saying? It's future proof for a good 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Is what it is. If I bought the games that came out, I'll be effing homeless. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of responsibilities. You know, you got everybody's got house, apartment, wives, girlfriends. husbands, whatever, they got bills to pay, electric bill, water bill. They got to pay rent. They got to pay mortgage. They got to pay internet. We got to pay a lot of stuff, right? We got we're not living in our mama's basement no more. We're what I'm saying. We got to pay a lot of stuff, so we got to take care of responsibility for some of the things we do. We can't be buying every game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart, and you know what I'm saying. You got to control yourself. Some of these gamers have no self control. I want to buy every game on the market. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart with your money. So I mean, right now I want to buy Devil May Cry, 4 special edition so bad so I can play as a Trish and Lady. You know what I'm saying? But I want to buy that. I want to buy all these other games, like, you know what I'm saying? But what I recently bought Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster, and I bought My Number 9 pre-ordered for next month. By Keiji Inafune. I love Mega Man, so I'm looking forward to that. And also I have Des Gaia on the way. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Danganronpa, we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna be getting Danganronpa day one. And then plus they don't have a release date for that game, but they said 2016. And then of course two other games that is Dark Souls 3 and Doom. Those right there. And that is just everything is up for a grab. XCOM 2, we'll see if money's tight. But I gotta be wise with my money. And that's why we have other CK websites like CD Keys and CD Chaos House. They cut down. Green Man Gaming, these websites cut this price down. Let's see here. I'm hoping there's Zero Escape series come to PC, but that franchise sales are very low, unfortunately. Not surprised there. We'll see how the PC does. Like I said, PC game sales for certain titles, they go on infinitely. There's no restriction. That's what I love about PC gaming in terms of sales. For the developer standpoint, why not put your games on PC so you can maximize your sales? If you know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, like, if they want to cut support like Mortal Kombat 10, this garbage and this nonsense, then stop supporting developers. Stop buying anything. Stop buying DLC. Don't buy nothing else. Don't buy no seasons passes. Don't buy those. Stop supporting the game until they support it. It is what it is. Boycott their games. It's gonna be the best way to do it. My 980 Ti cost me over $700. Dang, man, $700 for a 980 Ti. I saw it for Amazon for $450. Man, that's crazy. No way. Over $700, man. I don't know if you got it from Newegg or something like that. Most of the time when I purchase my product, I get it off eBay or Amazon because I always try to narrow down the legend. Say buy it now, free shipping. Try to lower down as much as possible so I can get the brand new spanking product. Let's see. The first quarter of this year alone has so many games coming out. Yes, so many games are coming out. From January to April, the first 4 months of the year, 1/3 of the year, so many games. So many games. Just go. You guys already saw my video out. Before all the games are coming out. It's crazy. It's crazy. Digimon Cyber Sleuth for the Vita. I want to get that, but we'll see, man. Like I said, money's tight. You gotta do. We gotta do. What's some other stuff? Dark Souls 3, Doom beta is going to be this year. I pre-ordered Wolfenstein New Order back in 2014. Love the game. Big fan of Wolfenstein franchise. And I'm looking forward to playing the beta when it drops. You know what I'm saying? It looks like Doom is going to drop in May of 2016 this year. So the beta may come in March, or we'll see. It is what it is. So I think that was it. Yeah, so there's more games, like I said, My Number 9 and stuff like that. One thing that very sad, Agatsumo went bankrupt before they had a chance to release Code of Princess for PC. Oh shoot, that's crazy. I didn't know that. We'll see. And who handles that? Who handles that company anyway? No, I got it from Amazon. It's the new lineup from Gigabyte. It's Extreme Gaming made a video. You should check it out. Oh yeah, I did see that video. It is from Gigabyte. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I wonder, did you buy it day one though? I mean, I can't remember when that new lineup from Gigabyte came out. But yeah, folks, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you got any more questions, we keep going for a few minutes. That covers the cost. I really am ashamed for this podcast that I had no sound, so I ran on for like 15 minutes, thinking that I had sound on, but it wasn't. It's crazy. But it's what it is. So I'm currently uploading. I'm not currently opening, but I'm going to continue on Mass Effect 2. Continue on with the walkthroughs. Barely has any views. I don't care. I'm just doing it for my fun because I want to replay Mass Effect 2 anyway. Cause I love Mass Effect. Speaking of Mass Effect, looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda, but I will not be buying it day one. In terms of full price from EA, they can go eat it. You know what I'm saying? That's EA. Is what it is. Came out late November, but I got like in December 15th. Oh, that's crazy. But man, it's crazy. So, all right, I think that's it. I think that's all the games I want to get. But folks, you know, PC game is the future. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people get on the case of you know, PC gamers, PC masquerades, and all that sort of stuff. We be joking around that, but these console fanboys be saying, just living these lies about stuff like, you know, oh, we sold more copies than, you know, than the PC version. When in reality, it's not about which company sells more videos. It's all about you know, who makes the most amount of profit. I mean, that's how business works. It doesn't matter how much you sell. Do you make the most amount of profit? That's what matters most. It's all about profit margin. Okay. It's all that matters. If you can sell little and make the most amount of profit versus selling the most, then that's what benefits. You want money. That's common sense. That's the essence of business. You know what I'm saying? Do we need to go back to economics 101? Really? I mean, my goodness. But I agree. Physical copies for consoles. I agree. Physical copies for consoles is the way to go when it comes to PC. So you know, I'm about to get out of here, guys. But you know, if you guys are gonna you know, do something, you know, I mean, like, what are you guys doing as of lately? Like, tell me, like, what you guys are doing. You guys, what games are you guys playing? For example, we're in a gaming community. Tell me what games you guys are playing right now, or what games you plan on getting. You know what I'm saying? Me, like I said again, I don't plan on getting too many games. Like I said again, you know, non-gaming related. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how this election goes in the United States between 2016. You know, how crazy it is with people like Donald Trump, and you know, some people are supporting Bernie Sanders. You know, there's this crazy stuff going on between YouTube about, oh, you're a racist if you support. It is crazy, man. I don't know what this gaming community has turned to. I just sit back and just do my own thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, man, yeah. So that's it, guys. So, if you, like, again, post your last set of comments, you too, and then I'm out of here. It seems 4 people. It says 4 people up in here, but I only see Afterlife Battlefront, Bakaka Rock. I know Grenade Smuggler was in here. I think he's just, you know, listening and not saying anything. You don't have to. Who else is in here? Somebody's in here, because we don't count ourselves as viewers. You know, if we're doing a podcast. Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 1, highly recommend it. Just modding Fallout 4, and I'm waiting for Rise of Tomb Raider. Going to record it and make a series, so look out for that. Yeah. Playing through StarCraft 2 again before I start Legacy of the Void. That's what's up, dog. StarCraft 2 is what's up. I'm loving StarCraft 2. I haven't played in a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah. So yeah, Rise of Tomb Raider is gonna be tight. I think I'm not a big fan of the reboot of Tomb Raider, so that's pretty much it. So it is what it is. So, guys, this is pretty much it. This is Datham signing out. Thank you for watching this podcast, Game Costs, Console vs. PC, in the direction of the gaming industry. Thank you, Bakaka Rock. Thank you, Afterlife Battlefront. I think Grenade Smuggler. And whoever else is watching this, you know, like I said again, some people don't say anything. Me, I'm a person who does solo podcasts. Like I said again, I'll schedule another podcast if you want to talk about something really important. Whoever wants to host another podcast. If anybody here wants to host a podcast, hey, do what you do. So, peace out, guys. I'm out.